Hi everyone. A lot of people have asked me how I grind bucks. So today I thought I'd teach you my tips on how I grind 100,000 bucks in Adopt Me. There might be some tips in this video that you already know, but the tricks I teach you I haven't seen anyone else show before. So every tip in this video is what I do personally when I'm grinding. Let's get started. Tip 1. My first tip is to have a grind house or room. This is what one of my grind homes look like. It has everything a pet or baby needs. To complete your grind house, you'll need a pet bed or a crib, a shower or a bathtub, a piano for the bored task so you won't have to go to the playground to cure your pet's boredom. You'll also need food or water bowls. The house I'm using is the default tiny home, and this is actually a common home for some grinders. I would recommend using it because some of the furniture included in its default state is actually free to clone. So you won't have to spend a lot of bucks creating your very own grind house or room. I'll make another video dedicated to grinding houses, how to make them, and I also might give one away. Now you might notice that I'm the only one in this server. That's because I'm in a private server, which is my second tip, and that's to play in private servers. Private servers are free to make for Adopt Me, and can be used for things other than grinding. I usually only grind for bucks in private servers, because when I'm playing in a public server people join me, even when my joins are off, and it can get very distracting when I'm trying to grind bucks. Also, when you're in a public server, you might want to trade people, which can distract you from completing your pet's needs. Another advantage of playing in private servers is that you'll be less laggy, because there won't be anybody in there but you. So I recommend playing in private servers if you want to focus solely on grinding bucks, otherwise it can get really distracting. In private servers, you can grind with your friends or your alts, which brings me to my next tip. Tip 3. Use alts to grind. This isn't necessary, but this is what I do to grind extra bucks, and it helps a lot. If you're not using an alt, you can grind with your friends as a parent and take care of them and their pets, or you can play as a baby if you're playing by yourself. But if you are using an alt, make sure to donate the bucks from the alt to your main account frequently. You can also keep it on your alt account, but I like to have it all on my main because I build on it. You can donate the bucks from your alt to your main account using food stands, such as the lemonade stand, hot dog stand, or the cotton candy stand. If you use food stands to transfer bucks, you'll also get free unlimited food. You can also use cash registers in your home, but you'll only be able to donate a total of 150 bucks every few minutes. However, you can donate 300 bucks using a mannequin. Let me teach you how. First, go into edit mode and place a mannequin. Interact with the mannequin and set the price to 100 bucks. Using your alt, buy the outfit from the mannequin. Now that you've bought it, go to dress up on the side. Click the gear icon on the outfit you just bought and delete it. Now you'll be able to buy the outfit on the mannequin again. You can do this 3 times until you have to wait a moment to do it again. But if you do this every time you reach 300 bucks on your alt, then you won't have to experience this waiting problem. As you saw, I started with 300 bucks and all of it has been transferred to my main account. Once you've finished transferring your bucks, you can delete the mannequin for full price. This is also easier to do with 3 mannequins. Here I'll show you. This time, you'll buy 3 mannequins. Set them all on sale for 100 bucks. On your alt, buy all the outfits one after the other. It takes a little bit to process. But once they've all been bought, head to dress up and delete all the outfits you just bought. You can only buy 3 outfits until you have to wait a moment to buy them again. This is why you need to delete the outfits after buying them. When you finish transferring your bucks, you can delete the mannequins for full price, or keep them to repeat this process in the future. I figured this trick when I wanted to transfer over 50,000 bucks from my alt to my main account and thought using stands or the cash register took way too long. Each method of transferring bucks has their own advantages and disadvantages. Although you can get unlimited free food from food stands, the stands are only obtainable if you spend Robux on them or trade for them, which isn't as accessible to everyone. Cash registers will only allow you to donate 50 bucks at a time and cap out at 150 bucks until you have to wait a few moments to donate again. You'll also have to enter the amount in yourself every time you want to make a donation, which can get very tedious. I personally prefer the mannequin method because it's the fastest way to transfer bucks. You don't have to enter the amount of bucks you want to donate, and you don't get unlimited free food. But the main advantage from it is that you can donate 300 bucks until you have to wait a moment to donate again, which is double the amount of bucks you can donate using any other known form of bucks donation. Usually, I'll only grind with one alt, but during 2x weekends, I'll grind with 2 alts and maybe a few of my friends, which leads to my 4th tip. Tip 4. Play during 2x weekends. The 2x weekends don't happen very often, but when they do, you can earn a lot of bucks from them. Along with double bucks, playing during 2x weekends will also double aging of all pets. Depending on how much you're able to play during these weekends, you can make a lot of neon or mega pets, or you can stack up on age up potions. On to my next tip. Tip 5. The 5th tip I have for you all is to be prepared for the next in-game day's tasks. There is a set rotation of orange tasks, starting with playground, school, beach party, pizza party, salon, and rotates back to playground to repeat the cycle. You can write this rotation down in your profile if it helps you. The camping task comes every 30 minutes. So say for example, it's 11:50 for you, camping will come at 11:57 and then at 12:27, 12:57, 1:27 and so on. It also becomes a new day every 10 minutes, with nightfall occurring 7 minutes after a new day starts. To be prepared for the orange tasks, make use of the teleporting tricks, which brings me to my next tip. Tip 6. Teleporting and speed potions. If you don't already know, you can use the plus buttons in your inventory to teleport to places. A common practice is to use the gift's teleport option, which teleports you to the center of Adoption Island. This can help you if you have the school task, as the gifts are right next to the school. Other places to teleport to are the toys and vehicle shop, which teleports you closer to the salon and pizza party. And the last common teleport option is the baby shop, which brings you closer to the playground if you don't have any pianos to complete the board need. Or to the beach party, which is behind the baby shop. Getting around Adoption Island can be a pain sometimes. The map is quite big, and if you're too slow, you might fail to complete a task and miss out on extra bucks. I've had multiple experiences where I've missed out on the camping activity last minute while I was on my way to the campsite. To counteract this, you can use speed potions. I personally have over 1,000 speed potions, and you might have thought I'd spent a lot of bucks on them, but there's actually a trick you can use to get unlimited speed potions for free. I'll show you how. First, go into edit mode at your house and look for a speed cauldron and stuff. For the next step, it's very important that you don't move your screen or character. Once you've found the speed cauldron, place as many as you can in the same spot. If you think you have enough, exit edit mode and start brewing the potions. They'll take 1 minute to brew. Once they've finished brewing, you can collect them all and brew more. Or, if you think you have enough, use the selection tool in edit mode to select all the cauldrons and sell them for full price. Now you have unlimited speed potions and you didn't have to buy them from the Sky Castle. If you plan to brew more, make sure you delete the cauldrons frequently, otherwise you won't receive the full price you paid upon selling. If you don't have the bucks to buy speed cauldrons, you can also eat candy from the candy cannon or honey from the honey blaster. Both of these items are quite exclusive and hard to come by, so you'll either need to own the items yourself, or have a friend with these toys to help you. This is why I recommend the speed potions, because they are more accessible. As you can see, I keep the speed potions on my hotbar to quickly drink them, as well as a few other items, which is my next tip. Tip 7. Use the hotbar feature. If you want access to the hotbar feature, go to the Adopt Me settings, which is accessible through this gear icon. Scroll down to find Edit Hotbar and you'll be able to add your desired items into the hotbar. Ever since this feature was introduced, grinding has been a breeze. Before, you'd have to click a lot of buttons in your inventory to equip specific items you frequently needed. But now, all you have to do is click it from the bottom of your screen or tap the number on your keyboard to take it out. Here's what I use in my own hotbar: a magic door, a stroller, a vehicle, a grappling hook, and my speed potions. I don't have any of my pets on my hotbar right now, because sometimes I'll unequip them when accidentally tapping the numbers on my keyboard, and that could put me at a disadvantage as my pet might require a task just before they're being unequipped. But if I did have my pets on my hotbar, they'd be at the very end, so I don't unequip them accidentally. I also don't really like to put food or water on my hotbar, but you can if you're able to fit it, since the amount of items you can fit on your hotbar is determined by the size of your screen. On to the next tip. Tip 8. My next tip is to work a job. If I have the school, pizza party, or salon tasks, I'll wait for my pet's needs to be completed and then start working the jobs. You'll only be able to work for $50 every in-game day, so you can quit the job once you've reached that limit. It's not a lot, but it can help out over time. You can also AFK grind with the jobs. What you'll have to do is get a job that pays you per minute. Go to the Adopt Me settings through the gear icon and turn off pet follows. And set your pet on the bed before you go AFK. Just remember to come back and tap your screen or move around every 20 minutes to prevent being kicked for being idle. You can also set up an autoclicker to do it for you. Speaking of going AFK, this leads up to my next tip. Tip 9. Set limits and goals. Don't work too hard, remember to take breaks or go AFK if you need to. If you're not working a per minute job, you'll come back to a dozen of tasks to complete, which you can either complete yourself or use Cure All potions to complete all the tasks at once. When thinking of goals, you'll want to set an amount of bucks you want to work towards earning in a day. It helps to know what your goal is while grinding. Other goals you may think of are making neon or mega neon pets. It may be unrealistic to make a mega neon legendary pet in one day from just grinding, but you'll at least be able to age up a few of your pets to the full-grown stage every day. Alt accounts and 2x weekends help out a lot with this. On to the final tip. Tip 10. A lot of you may not want to hear this, but game passes help out a lot. Let's take a look at the game passes I've purchased, which help me out with grinding. You may be surprised that I don't own every game pass Adopt Me has to offer, but I did purchase the Premium Plots Game Pass. This game pass has come in handy for me, as I don't have to run all the way back to the neighborhood to get to my house. The best plot on the map is probably the one in the center of Adoption Island, where you're close to everything. When your house is here, you won't make much use of teleporting to the gifts display, as you can simply just exit your home and you're already where you need to be. This plot also helps a lot with quickly curing your pets, as the hospital is right next to it. Along with this plot, you'll also have access to the other 4 plots. If you're playing in a private server, you won't have to fight for the plots with other people. The other pass I've purchased is the Pets Plus subscription. Adopt Me has a daily in-game bucks cap, limiting you to earn up to $200 every in-game day. If you do the math, this means you can only make $200 every 10 minutes of grinding. With Adopt Me Pets Plus or a Pet Handler Pro certificate, your daily bucks cap is increased, allowing you to earn up to double the amount of bucks a non-member would earn. And with alts, you can easily fulfill the increased bucks limit. These game passes aren't necessary for grinding bucks, but they can help a lot. Grinding can get tiring and sometimes boring. To keep you motivated, you can watch YouTube or TV, listen to music, and task with friends. Those were all my grinding tips for how I grind 100,000 bucks in Adopt Me. You may have already been using these tips and tricks, but I hope you've learned something new today. If you have any tips or found anything helpful, let me know in the comments below. I'll be giving away some Pet Handler Pro certificates. To enter, leave a comment on this video and subscribe, so you'll know if you win. If you enjoyed the video, remember to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Bye bye now.